Washington press corps is highly attuned to matters of decorum, language and nuance, and for the most part, I think that's a good thing. Washington is a place where powerful people say one thing but mean another, and our democracy benefits generally when reporters compete with each other to get as close to the truth as possible. This article was originally published at the editorial board advertisement. Such a cast of mind is unhelpful, however, when it comes to the current president. Donald Trump has repeatedly bait and switched White House correspondents, one day seeming to take the coronavirus pandemic seriously, the next undermining that apparent seriousness with tales of woe, accusations of unfairness and breathtaking paranoia. By my count, we have seen at least 3 cycles this year in which the president exploded stories of his newfound tone within a few days or even hours. Last week, the president seemed to concede without taking responsibility the severity of the pandemic. His office released pictures of him wearing a face mask. Yet he retweeted this morning a video in which a doctor accuses Anthony Fauci, the administration's top infectious disease expert, of covering up the known cure for COVID-19, hydroxychloroquine, in a conspiracy to bring down the president. It's no mystery why Trump retweeted a video of a quack. He's metabolically incapable of admitting error. The pandemic's not his fault. Look, a doctor said so. But why did he put on a show of being serious last week? To con the press corps that much is true. The Post's Sashi Parker and Philip Rucker, however, discovered another reason. Senior advisors began presenting Trump with maps and data showing spikes in coronavirus cases among our people in Republican states, a senior administration official said. They also shared projections predicting that virus surges could soon hit politically important states in the Midwest, including Michigan, Minnesota, and Wisconsin, the official said. This new approach seemed to resonate, as he hewed closely to pre-scripted remarks in a trio of coronavirus briefings last week. The idea here is that the president would be doing much better in polls leading up to Election Day if he had at least pantomimed a sense of command over the crisis or conveyed compassion for the millions of Americans hurt by it. He couldn't do even that. He can't admit error. Knowing this, advisors said he should try faking it, because the coronavirus is killing more than Democrats. It's killing our people, too. This, according to Parker's and Rucker's reporting, is what inspired last week's new tone. Advertisement assuming that's true, and that's a big assumption, I know, but assuming it is, what conclusion might we draw from a president reversing course, saying one thing one day, then something else entirely the next, undermining attempts to take command over the crisis or conveyed compassion for the millions of Americans hurt by it? 1. That he can't say my bad. But 2, that he believes our people will believe him, no matter what he says, which is another way of expressing contempt for Republicans. If nothing else, the president knows his audience. Like all good showmen, he gives it what it wants. What his audience wants is the advancement of a worldview in which the United States is not a single nation, but an assemblage of states, or regions, half of which refuse to be dominated by the other half, and therefore must be punished, if believing lies and falsehoods is means of advancing that worldview, and creating a legal and political structure in which a white minority rules over the rest, so be it. But this Confederate worldview has a major weakness. It is imminently incapable of facing a national crisis. First, because a crisis cannot be national until it comes for our people. We are the real Americans. A virus killing them is fine. Second, because when it does come, crises take collective effort. That means trusting half the states who refuse to be dominated. That means recognizing the enemy as a political equal. Trump's audience must decide which is more important, politics or health. And that requires choosing which to believe, the president's lies or the reality of the virus. Advertisement. Trump has no moral core. He presumes no one else does, either. He's banking on his audience taking his side over the side of COVID-19. Even as it kills them, he doesn't have to admit error when he can fool some people all the time. And to be fair to the president, which I don't like doing, I can't say I blame him for thinking so. If he can keep duping the Washington press corps, he can keep duping our people, too. Jon Steurer is the editor and publisher of the Editorial Board, a newsletter about politics in plain English for normal people and the common good. He's a visiting assistant professor of public policy at Wesleyan University, a fellow at the Yale Journalism Initiative, a contributing writer for the Washington Monthly, and a contributing editor for Religion Dispatches. Advertisement: enjoy good journalism? Then let us make a small request. The COVID crisis has cut advertising rates in half, and we need your help. Like you, we here at Raw Story believe in the power of progressive journalism. Raw Story readers power David K. Johnston's DC report, which we've expanded to keep watch in Washington. We've exposed billionaire tax evasion and uncovered White House efforts to poison our water. We've revealed financial scams that prey on veterans, and legal efforts to harm workers exploited by abusive bosses. And unlike other news outlets, we've decided to make our original content free. But we need your support to do what we do. Raw Story is independent, unbinged from corporate overlords. We fight to ensure no one is forgotten. We need your support in this difficult time. Every reader contribution, whatever the amount, makes a tremendous difference. Invest with us. Make a one-time contribution to Raw Story Investigates, or click here to become a subscriber. Thank you. Click to donate by check. Value Raw Story? Then let us make a small request. The COVID crisis has cut advertising rates in half, and we need your help. Like you, we believe in the power of progressive journalism, and we're investing in investigative reporting as other publications give it the axe. Raw Story readers power David K. Johnston's DC report, which we've expanded to keep watch in Washington. We've exposed billionaire tax evasion and uncovered White House efforts to poison our water. We've revealed financial scams that prey on veterans, and efforts to harm workers exploited by abusive bosses. We need your support to do what we do. Raw Story is independent. You won't find mainstream media bias here. Every reader contribution, whatever the amount, makes a tremendous difference. Invest with us in the future. Make a one-time contribution to Raw Story Investigates, or click here to become a subscriber. Thank you. Let's block ads. Why?
Show your love for him. Click the link in description. Thanks for watching.